Hey everyone, Lester here. So at first I just want to say that I got a bad comment on my first video, and I'm not really pleased about that. Um, so Kimmy loves truth. I just want to say that you suck. Um, moving along. So today we're going to draw LeBron James, and I don't watch a lot of basketball or listen to it on the radio or read about it in the newspaper, so I don't really know how the game works. Um but so I looked up LeBron James, and truth be told, I didn't actually decide to draw LeBron James for this particular video. I got a private message on YouTube. I mean, weird that I got like one comment, but someone private messaged me, but they're like, "Hey, can you draw LeBron James?" And so I did ask for suggestions, and this is what we're going to do. So, as usual, the most important part is to start with any sort of headwear this person's wearing. This time is a red. What do you call those? Some sort of like head wrap things. It goes like right there, and I guess that's the top of his head coming up right here. And just to make sure that you got the proportions right, you draw the ears second. And I think we're going to go for some realism in this one, so we'll be doing a few things differently. So just keep listening and follow along at home. And by now you really should be doing your own while you're watching these. So just keep that in mind as you do your own. Okay, good, we're still recording. So part one is the neck, and the neck goes down like this, and the neck's important because it kind of holds your head up, and people know about their own heads. So it's I'd say it's almost as important as the face and overall recognition. So here it seems to be kind of a vertical line right there, and so you move. So then you draw the neck outline here as it goes into his shirt, and LeBron James here is what is this? What would you call this thing he's wearing here? I can't really name it. It's kind of a V. Like, I don't know. He's maybe a bit of a hipster. I don't know. I don't keep up with these things. So you just draw that going down, then going back up, and you'll notice that I'm drawing outside of what you can see in the picture that I'm using as a source, and that's okay because when you're an artist, you can't really be afraid to extrapolate a bit. Kind of put your own spin on things. So you just kind of gotta keep that in mind. So, like, if you screw up, you can always, like, you should probably not screw up. Like, don't make mistakes, but don't, I mean, if you can, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you can tell people that you're trying to put your own spin on it, that's always helpful. I mean, I try to be as accurate as possible, I'm honest about my mistakes when I make mistakes, so just, don't worry about that too much. Alright, oh, see, I made a mistake right there, so Control and Z to get rid of that. His left shoulder slopes down a bit, so, that's another part of realism, is, like, people aren't exactly symmetrical when they're turning towards you. Like, everyone's face is perfectly symmetrical normally, but when they're, like, facing away from you, then it's gonna look a little bit different. Like, look at his ear here. So it goes down like that. It's got kind of a chin thing going on here. And it goes up, curves like that, and that is his head. Let's see, his neck goes down into his collar there. Kind of messed up there. It's got kind of let's see if we can use a different tool for this. So I've got a stamp here. I'm not sure what stamp I've selected, but alright, hold Control and click select. No, that sounds kind of complicated. Maybe this will be. Alright, I can't figure out how to use that, but let's use the pencil, I guess, for his beard here. And it's always important to use different tools when you're drawing pictures, so this pencil kind of gives different texture than the paintbrush would. So just kind of draw squiggly beard hairs like this, so that looks kind of nice. Just make ampersands, if you know how to do ampersands, maybe like treble clefs, whatever you like to draw that represents a squiggle. And that is his beard and lower chin area. Now for the Alright, now switching back to the face. So, paintbrush. So he's got kind of a round nose. I mean, and I don't try to, offend people when I talk about their noses, but I'd say his nose is kind of rounder than most, I'd say. Just goes up like this, kind of, onion-shaped. Got these nose things right there. Kind of like Han Solo has. Got some kind of laugh line there. He's got a few laugh lines. And okay, so this is where we're going for realism. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to try a different realism technique. And so I want you to do, all of you at home, is to count his teeth and draw each of his teeth. Based on this picture of him to the right. So let's see how many teeth he has on the top. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teeth. And there's kind of a showy one. That one's optional, but the rest aren't optional. So draw 10 teeth on the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I can't include that 11th because it's kind of shut. Or here's what I'll do. That one sounds a little messed up. Control Z that. And there. Okay, so that's 11 teeth on the top. Now let's count his bottom teeth. Again, there's one in the shadow. I think I'm going to count that. It's important to get all the teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's, I don't know. These are kind of, so these teeth are a little bit pointy here. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're drawing the teeth. And that's okay if some of them are bigger than the other ones, because that's the way people's teeth really are, like, if your teeth aren't bigger than one other, then you're some kind of robot, and LeBron James is no robot. Wait, sorry, I lost count there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, I guess that's 11. It looks kind of like 11 in the picture. So now for kind of the nitty-gritty details. Like he's got some sort of hair here. And no, I guess not there. As usual, almost as important as the eyes are the eyebrows. So make sure I draw him some eyebrows. Those two. Alright, and the final, almost the final step is the eyes. So draw one eye and the other eye. I mean, no, that sounds kind of obvious, but just, you gotta take it one step at a time, and that includes the eyes. So he's got kind of these little laugh lines here, these crow's feet, as they call them. You can draw them like literal crow's feet if you want, make them orange. I think we'll make them orange, actually. That seems like a good idea. They just got a little visual pun there for your audience. 1, 2. Okay, and then back to black for the paintbrush. And don't forget to draw his pupils. Now, I know I said we were going for realism in this one, but if you want, you can stylize it a bit. If you want, you can stylize it a little bit. And just give him pupils. Don't worry about the irises. Alright, and I think I'm going to give him a little bit of kind of a mustache here. You can kind of tell he has a mustache based on the picture. Nothing too fancy, but kind of a soul patch thing there, like Apollo Ono, the Olympic athlete. All right. And now for coloring and details. So since we're going for realism for this one, I'm not exactly going to go for black. His hair kind of shines a little bit. And his eyebrows. Like no one has perfectly black. No one has perfectly black or other colors of hair. Like it's kind of a mix. So it's kind of gray, I'd say. Oh, almost forgot one of the most important parts, ear detail. And like I said before, this really helps people identify who it is in the picture that you've drawn. Um, okay, so now to color in his clothing. I'm kind of strapped for time here, so I won't make it perfect, but almost perfect. So he's got some sort of rune talisman thing up here. It's like I think there's like a ghost on it. I can't really tell. So there's that, and then one side of it is red. Oh, I should probably finish that. Yeah, one side of this thing is red, and the other side is blue. So gotta get both sides. Both sides of the issue, you could say. It's kind of red, white, and blue, like America. You know, I guess maybe it's some sort of patriotic thing. You color the entire thing. Let's do a different shade of it, actually. Whoa. I mean, like, it's a big stadium, and there are probably, like, a lot of people there, and most of them are wearing red, because he is, so I think that's okay. You know, color in his jersey here. And he's wearing some sort of t-shirt. I don't know what this is. So color that. Oh, whoops, that was a mistake. And remember, like, you really shouldn't be making mistakes at this point, but if you do, don't be afraid to acknowledge it. And one thing we almost missed, here we're going to use a different, more advanced tools, so pay attention. We almost forgot the basketballs, because he is a basketball player. And it wouldn't be basketball without the basketballs, so we draw a bunch of these, and find something that's close to orange. This is pretty orange. And just like, oh, whoa, geez, what is going on here? Okay, so that's not working very well. The paint bucket is filling this in kind of strangely, so I guess what we should do is just color them in by hand. You know, hand is always better than the machine, I always say. You know, the pin's mightier than the sword, that sort of principle. You fill in each of the basketballs. And remember, this is important if people are going to tell who this guy is. Now, fill in each... It doesn't have to be perfect, because, you know, basketballs have all these bumps on them, so... You know, like I said, realism. Get that one, and keep going. Okay, filled in all the basketballs, and then draw the basketball things. You know, the kind of lines on the basketballs. And you're good, pretty much. Let's finish these last two. I'll just like draw one. Okay, so LeBron James. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have more suggestions, just let me know on my channel. You don't have to private message me. So okay, suitable for framing, I'd say. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye.